Hello, welcome to Animes, another weekly roundup of Amime pre-orders. This video will be doing scale figures, and then there'll be a following up video looking at the Nindroids. Thought I'd split them up just to make it a bit easier rather than having them all in one video. This will be from the 19th of February to the 24th of February. We'll get straight on into it. So we've got Pop-Up Parade, Hololive, production Shishiro Botan by Max Factory. 5,000 yen, coming out in July 2024. Looks perfectly fine actually. Probably step up from a lot of other pop-up parades. Based on the Hololive design though, they've obviously got the 3D assets, VR, virtual reality assets from the VR VTuber in stock. So I guess they can consider it sort of. I guess it's all based off anime technically. So, but yeah, the design's pretty interesting. You do get more unique designs obviously with them being Hololive productions. Then we've got a Pop Parade Card Captor Sakura Clo Card Arc Tomori Daidojo, 4,170 yen by Good Smile Art Shanghai, September 2024 release. This one's a very basic pop-up parade, nothing specific about it, and she's going to be a bit on the smaller side considering she seems to be, a high schooler or something like that rather than a full adult. So that's probably why the price is a bit lower than the other pop parade. And then we've got Sakura Kinomoto as well, 4,170 yen. It's again September. This one, so both of these seem to stand at 16 centimeters, so sort of 1/8 scale, roughly. Obviously, pop parades are non-scale. Then we've got a frame. We've got Fate Khalid Liner Prisma, Oath Under Snowclow, Von Eisenberg Bare Leg quarter scale for 29,700 yen. So you get obviously the bare leg discount. But this one's actually quite good because a lot of people like dark skin characters, and I think she does look better in bare leg than the one with tights. And the red tones on the bodysuit are really good. I do like the reds on this one a lot. So pretty good with it being a much cheaper freeing figure than the ones we've seen over the past sort of year since. Then we've got My Hero Academia Tutsu Asui Hero suit version, 14,850 yen by Takara Tomy, coming out in March 2024, so next month, for 14,000 yen. This one's not too bad. I like when they add the effects these sort of seen comics, splash and whatnot. I can't remember what they're called. I know there's a word for that phrasing that they actually put in. But yeah, no, it's quite a good looking figure. Obviously different from her standard suit that she has. So if you prefer this suit, and she's 1/8, so that probably is why she's got that price. Mate Seho No Slave, Kyoka Uzun, lingerie style by Pony Canyon for 22,800 yen. This one does not seem to be cast off. It's not mentioned. I think people would be expecting this to be cast off with the anime being very ecchi and harem based. So it potentially could be. They just might be hiding it very well, but it doesn't look like it is. And you might be forceable. You might be able to force it off. But apart from that, it's a very good, very weird positioning though. Like this tummy sculpt's very well done, but I think the whole feet posing is awkward. So yeah, I think the pose is just a bit off for me. And overall, 22,800 yen, September 2024. Not too bad if you're into these sort of lingerie figures. And they've got movie Gridman Universe Rika Takaradora wall figure 1/7 by Good Smile Company, 14,000 yen. This one covered in Wonder Festival last week. So yeah, it does look like you have to anchor the actual swing to something to actually have her posed in this. So you'd need a shelf or something to actually anchor the swing to. Not too bad. I think the price reflects the sort of quality of figure you're getting. I think most people will probably be wanting to buy this because of the obviously unique posing that you can implement in your collection with it with no base being in existence. It's an upside down base, I guess you could say, with the fact that you have to ceiling mount her in some way. Maison Ikako Kyoto Otonashi with Siochi by Proof, 24,280 yen. Good price. I'd like the paint work on this. Looks really good, especially on that granite effect, cement, sorry, effect on that pillar looks really good. So the environmental basing is really well done. And the fact you get a little dog with a doghouse is also a good bonus, I think, with this. So I think a lot of people if you like this anime, then I think Proof have done a really good job with this, and I think the price reflects the quality you're getting. The paint job looks like perfect, really, overall. Okay, Tenatol, Blue Lock Meguri, Bachelor Complete Figure, 5,790 yen, coming out in September 2024. This one's a bit interesting with the fact you got this giant, obviously, effect piece. That's what is holding him elevated in the air, and is also holding the football. So it's an interesting anime. I can understand why they're doing these sorts of effect pieces to give them unique designs and poses, at least. With football, I think it's a step up, from what Tenatol are able to achieve overall. So Tenatol, like, they're doing massive improvements on their figure line over the past sort of few months. They've been blown out of the park with the quality that you can get for that price. Yes, they're non-scale, so they're going to be quite small. He's 19 centimeters tall overall, so yeah, it's not too bad in size, like 1/8 scale, but yeah, it's just for the price you can't really moan, especially if you do like Blue Lock. Then you've got Blue Lock Yuichi Isagi as well. This one's not as dynamic. Obviously, you don't have the effect ball, you don't have the football, unfortunately. 5,790 yen, so the same price. So less of a value, unfortunately, with this one. So I don't know. Again, it's Tenatol though, so it's cheap, so it's not overly expensive. If you're going to collect them, you might as well collect all of them. If you want, like Blue Lock. Artifacts J Jujutsu Kaisen Suguru Geto hidden inventory by Koda Bakia, 15,890 yen, coming in October 2024. This one's not too bad. I think the shading on his suit is a bit not as what you'd expect, but it's very hard to pull off black, a full black outfit shading very well. The effect part on his hand is pretty simple. Overall, it's not too bad, but it is just with it being it's a black ball, black see-through ball. It's not very good. I think the base sort of ruins it as well. With it being like an oil spill effect, it seems like he's got going on as a base design. So not bad, I think, overall, but it could potentially be better for the price. Kudobakia might have dropped the ball on this one a little bit. Then we got Artifacts J Henma Kozu 1/8 by Kudobakia, 16,000 yen. This is not too bad overall. Do like this one overall. The fact you add this tree does add a bit, but it doesn't really relate to the I think to the anime overall. With them being sports, fanatics. And so there's a specific scene in where they all seem to just like be around trees. I'm not too sure. I've not really seen the anime. And then you got Tetsuro Kuro as well, again in another tree with a cat. So it looks like they each have cats. For he's more expensive actually, 16,830 yen. Might be just down to his posing because he's not sitting down, so he's a bit more dynamic with this one. So support wise, it's gonna be a bit more difficult overall, I think, with them being 4 points of contact. So getting those, to all line up to the pins, depending if they have 4 pins, rods for all those points of contact. Again, September 2024. Yoshito FNX Monogatari series Shino Oshino Japanese doll court scale for 187,000 yen. No one's going to obviously buy this. Well, no one really is going to buy this unless if they've just got a crap load of money to burn on things like this. I don't understand the price, even though you've got the kimonos, cloth, and probably handmade in some form. They're not going to be making loads of these for this price. I don't know what this is for. Overall court scale, so she stands at 42 centimeters tall. It's actually quite a bit taller, but I think that's with the umbrella, obviously. Quite a bit taller than a lot of other freeing figures as well, actually. But yeah, for that price you can get like 5 freeing figures, and I would rather get 5 freeing figures. really. You can buy 5? Yeah, probably about 5 freeing figures. I'd rather get 5 freeing figures, really. Talking of freeing, we've got Nagato-san Second Attack, Nagato-san Bunny version by freeing. Court scale for 33,000 yen. This one I think a lot of people are really hyped for. You know, it's a unique pose, it's very on theme with the character. It's tanned with the actual tan lines being shown. People don't think it's cast off. It might be forcible cast off, but I don't think it's really worth forcible casting off this. Obviously, it's just definitely much more unique compared to standard other bunny suits. I think a lot of people really enjoyed that. This, which are now pre-ordering it as with its spot being at the top of the weekly roundup on Amime. She's definitely the most pre-ordered for this week at least. We'll see how that carries on into next week. How many pre-ordering? I have pre-order at the moment, July 2024. Although July is very tight for me, so whether I do get her or not, I'll have to just see how my finances line up. Whether they get close to release, or if she gets delayed, that would be handy. Hopefully this doesn't close, and then I can cancel it potentially in July, and then I get an announcement that she's been delayed, and then I'm like, cool. Then I can pre-order for later in the year. Data Live Kurumi Tokisaka Hanfu version 1/7 by Shibuya Scramble for 38,500 yen. September 2024. Very nice looking Kurumi one. You know, it's not as overly sexualized as a lot of the other ones. This one's much more subdued, much more just elegant, I think, overall. The base definitely adds to that, and her overall dress and the colouring going on here is really well done. So if you don't like the sort of overall sexualization of those that a lot of her other figures do have, this one's and you prefer an elegant theme, then this is definitely something worth getting hold of. And I think Shibuya Scramble, the price is probably warranted with you having this huge base that she's obviously on, and the paint effort that they're going to have to put into the paintwork to actually make everything tied together. Pop-Up Parade TV anime Oshinoko Ruby for 4,170 yen. A Good Smile coming out in July 2024. Which looks perfectly fine. Hopefully it's not on a round base. It'll probably be on the newer bases that we've been seeing for Pop-Up Parade. Looks perfectly fine overall, really. And then we've got Acro as well for 4,170 yen. So if you really enjoy Oshinoko, then you can get the her two kids, at least in Pop-Up Parade form. Then we've got Azulane, Jeanne d'Arc, Saintess of the Sea 1/7. Plastic pre-painted by Alice Glint for 26,730 yen. There are more expensive versions of this, going up to about just over 30,000 yen with extras, you know, like acrylic stand and ball scrolls. So really, if you just want the figure, just get the basic figure. She looks really good overall. I like the water effects swirling here. The staff, this chain that they've got, is going to be one of your most delicate bits that you're going to have to watch out for when you do unbox her. That might potentially sag over time, depending on how rigid the plastic is, and when plasticizer leaks out and it becomes, you know, not soft, and it actually becomes more brittle over the years. So you'll have to watch out for that. The rest of the design and outfit looks great. It's just you got some delicate parts that are you're going to have to be worried about really with this figure. Price is actually not too bad as well for what you're getting, so I think it's pretty good overall. Finally, we've got the Idol Masters Cinderella Girls Akari Sujino 1/7 by Plum for 20,070 yen, coming out in May 2024. Very, you know, Red Riding Hood-esque theme going on here. Basket of apples. Those apples look delicious. Definitely a very good, cute little figure. If you play the Idol Master series, then potentially worth getting. I do like this one, even though it's named Cinderella Girls. It's definitely much more like Red Riding Hood to me, in terms of the overall theme and appeal that we get in here. That does it for this week of weekly roundup, at least of scale figures. Following up from this video will be Ninjoids, so I shall see you in that video, and then after that I shall see you in next week's Amime weekly roundup. So thank you very much. Please comment, like, and subscribe. The links to all these figures that we looked at will be in the description down below. And I shall see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.